Are we live?
Good morning, Jake Paulers!
Oh, God.
It's not, every single word in that was untrue. It's not morning, it's not good, and y'all are not Jake Paulers.
We're Logan Paulers.
Maverick?
Just
Or
kidding.
were you doing that on purpose?
Yeah, that's alright. I was
Okay.
trying to... Let's see if I can pick up any sound to our listeners. Tsetse fly. Tsetse fly. Tsetse fly.
What is that from?
Oh, Silicon Valley, I think.
Okay.
This is that episode
I've
where
said that a few times.
Mike checking at the TechCrunch Disrupt, and the sound guy, he's like, Tsetse fly. Tsetse fly. Tsetse fly. Yeah.
Okay. Fun.
Hello, Matthew.
Hello, Evan.
How are you?
Doing okay.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm like, what's the opposite of, like, I haven't had enough sleep? I'm overslept. I've had too much sleep.
You're groggy.
Yeah.
You're
I've slept
drowsy.
so much that I'm just...
You're oversaturated with
Yeah.
the pleasant...
Think Brockhampton's
Way to
Saturation Trilogy, but for sleep.
for like a human being. Yeah.
I've had so much.
Too much
of it.
saturation.
Yeah. Right now I'm at the... I was trying to think of a song title.
1999 Wildfire.
Yeah, I'm at that point. It's post-saturation, but I'm still like, there's
There's still a little bit left.
still a little bit left there.
Have you heard the latest 1998 Truman? Have you heard that track?
I didn't hear that yet. No, what did you think?
It's really good. In fact, I like that one more than 1999 Wildfire. Tanya's very, very good, though. Did you hear that one?
Tanya, yeah, I did hear that one.
On the Late Show.
I did like that one. I hope that one gets the studio version.
Tonight Show? Yeah, he does the Tonight Show. Yeah, me too. That's a very, very well-written song. And I like how Kevin Abstract, like, he never overcomplicates his metaphors. Like, it's a topical theme. It's like everyone pretty much knows the story of Tonya Harding and Nancy Kerrigan.
Yep.
And he pretty clearly appropriates it to his life and his timeline. Like, it's not hard to digest it. It's a really well-written song with an approachable message that virtually any listener can accept, digest, and dote on. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that.
Good song.
Good track.
Who's your favorite member of Brockhampton? If you took a BuzzFeed quiz,
I don't know.
who do you think you would get? Which
one's the guy? I get Bareface and Joba mixed up.
Bareface has the long, beautiful earring, and he sings and plays guitar. I mean, they both sing, but Joba is like the tall. He has blonde hair right now, but his hair changes color often.
Was he the one in
So you know in Boogie with the like scream verse where it's
Yeah.
like breaknecks on the Cairo. That's
Yeah.
Joba.
Okay, Joba is my
Yeah.
favorite member.
Bareface, I don't even think is involved in the production of that song. Joba's really good.
I like Joba. He did one of my favorite verses on Saturation 2.
Oh yeah.
I think the song was Sweet,
Oh yeah.
where he was talking about the Backstreet Boys or something, or
yeah.
like how he was brought up.
On the Backstreet Boys.
He had this really cool flow. I don't want to botch it. Here, I'll look it up.
Yeah.
Because it's this really like sing-song flow that I thought was really cool.
Yeah, he that's his thing, right? Is he's like
He's like kind of a singer, but kind of not.
Yeah. Tosses a little bit.
Oh, it's not this one.
Oh, it's another one.
Blanking commas up from the outside. From the outside.
outside.
What's that one?
Oh,
Is it this
man.
one?
I don't remember.
Yeah, it's this one.
Oh,
It's this one.
That's it.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah,
there it
Joba, this one right here. You do not know me. Don't speak of my homies. You are a phony. Quit finishing on me. You're gonna bring up. Yeah, this is the one that I really liked.
Yeah. He's great, man. You want to hear?
I got the verse mixed up, but yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
What's your favorite song from Saturation 3?
From 3, I liked the one that was like kind of not really a rap song.
Oh yeah.
Hottie.
Yeah, that's a really good
Bleach.
One.
Bleach I
is
really
also
like too.
Really good. Bleach is great. I liked Hottie a lot. The beat in Hottie is very solid.
Yeah.
It's unlike any other song.
These two are my
record.
tied for favorite.
Those are really good
Bleach
songs.
just has such a good hook.
Yeah. It's such a shame Amir is on the cover of all three of them.
I know.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that hook. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't pin any opinions on
No.
on Amir. But yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, it is.
Hopefully this will be
It's a
good.
shame. Hopefully it will be. Yeah. The best
They
series
changed
of Marvel
the title like 3 times.
That's true. It was like, and they're doing that thing on NTS, which is like just as complicated to like consider in the Brockhampton timeline, because that is
What's
called
NTS?
It's like NTS radio. They're
Oh,
doing
Beats
like
One?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
Radio
they're doing the
Zero.
radio. Yeah, that's called Things We Lost
in the Fire radio. Yeah.
Yeah, and I get that mixed up for the
with the
title
right.
of the album.
And then you got Film Gonzalez, which is Kevin Abstract's newest Instagram account. It's not new. He's had it for like a couple
Oh, really? I
months
didn't
now.
know about that.
It's pretty cool. I don't really know what it is. It's just it's called Film Gonzalez.
Does it have anything on it?
He posts really pretty pictures on there. Wait, yeah, let me show you. It's pretty good shit.
It's the other downside to these cards is the spade points one way, so when they're shuffled, you have like
Oh no!
like both ways. Yeah, so
it's so irritating.
they're not rotationally symmetrical.
It's true.
Yeah.
They clearly have a preference for one side over the other.
Mm-hmm.
It's
FilmGonzalez.com. It's quite effed.
You want to hear an interesting story about Merlin's ascendance into Brockhampton?
Yes. Oh,
So-
Merlin's a great member too.
Merlin is a really good member.
Oh, I love him.
He has some fantastic verses in his database.
He's always so hyper.
He is, yeah. He kind of seems like the kind of guy that like
Don't call me
yeah.
stupid. That ain't the way my name pronounced. That's one of the funniest
It's
lines.
so good.
Yeah.
His flow is so easy and like it's just so simple.
Yeah, it's just no BS.
He always seems like the kind of guy that would like at a party he'd be like giving people like rabies eyes, like it might be like breaking a vase or two, like just because he wants people to know that he's crazy. But
Yeah.
so he went to UT alongside actually I think he's the only one in Brockhampton that went to UT, but he went to UT.
Wow. That's really cool.
He's from Houston, and they met like in Corpus, and they moved to Los
Is that
Angeles.
where Kevin's from?
Yeah,
Corpus?
Kevin's from Corpus. He went to Texas.
Yeah, I always
State
forget
with
these
a
guys are
couple of
like
them.
semi-local.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're
Pretty
from
cool.
Texas. But Merlin went to UT, and he was an architecture student, which is like a good school at UT. One of the harder ones to get into, and he like met all the Brockhampton guys and was like getting pretty serious about like leaving Texas and just dropping school and pursuing the life of music. And he stopped showing up to one of his architecture classes. And like a day or so before he packed up everything and just moved to LA, his professor called him in. And the professor was like, he said, if you get 100 on every assignment, quiz, test, and you get a perfect participation grade in this course from this point on, you'll pass the class with like 0.66, with like 2/3 of a point.
Yeah.
And he was like, that was the day I decided I'm going to leave and go to Los Angeles and be in Brockhampton. And he's just never looked back ever since.
So the professor gave him that proposal and he denied it?
He just, I think he just left the next day. He didn't even bother.
Because for me, I would try. I would be like, okay, wow, I still actually have a chance of passing.
I think he was just so hardcore invested in the concept of, living a life of art making that even if he failed in such pursuits, like, that would be more enjoyable than living, the banal, but...
That's pretty
bold.
bold.
There's a good little story for you.
That was a nice story time.
Story time for Matthew Duvall.
For Matthew?
Yeah.
Just for me.
Not for me.
That was for no one else.
That was for Matt, yeah. But yeah.
You got a text.
Oh, you got a text?
No, you got a text.
Oh, I got a text.
Yeah, you need to check it.
Oh, someone said.
Super Bowl cut, liked your post. Shout out to Yvette.
Meal Gin requested to follow me on Instagram.
That's Emilio.
Oh, thank you,
Please
Emilio, if you're listening.
Accept their
I appreciate
request.
your request. I accepted it. So kind.
Do you like all my answers to the poll or the question thing that I got?
Really good. Will you go through them and
Yeah,
give the question
so I made a post. This is like my favorite thing on Instagram that I've seen so far. Because usually I don't use Instagram that much. But I want to use it more because this
feature.
This actually gets people like talking to me on Instagram.
Because it's like.
So I said, send me philosophical dilemmas and inquiries.
To address them.
Yeah, the first one I got was actually from Emilio.
Oh.
And they said, why does the corn guy make monkey noises at Freak on a Leash?
Your answer was.
And I actually
incredible.
looked it up, and I was like, well, this guy from University of Alberta says that the vocalist was giving voice to his inner basic feelings, which are trying to resist being shaped or conditioned by utterances of others.
Hey.
And I said, so the scat singing is ultimately an exhibition of the rawest of human emotions, utilizing nonsense syllables instead of language to convey his brain chemicals reacting to the elements of BDSM discussed in the lyrics of the track.
Oh, wow, oh, wow, oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't like, I don't know if I totally, like, actually believe that, but...
Hey, man, the University of Alberta
Yeah.
corroborated your theorem. That's serious.
Yeah. Next one was, do you prefer root vegetables or regular vegetables?
You said root, right?
Yeah, that's because I don't really know.
Yeah, I know
What
you
are some
mean.
regular vegetables?
Well, you got...
Is that like leafy vegetables? Like lettuce? Or cabbage or
Yeah,
broccoli?
I guess so. Yeah, these are vegetables that, like, don't have an appendaged root. I think that's the idea
Well,
here.
pretty much, like, most vegetables have a root,
Well,
don't
right,
they?
all plants have but it's like, I think some of them have it, like, as a critical component of the vegetable itself.
Okay.
Like, and, like, some of them, like ginger, is bought and sold, like, as a root.
Yeah, you buy the root.
You buy the root
Yeah.
that is ginger.
I suppose.
And
Yeah, and I think that's why I
yeah.
said that I like that ultimately, is because that's where you get all the different flavors. It's from
root vegetables.
plant roots.
Yeah. See, when
So-
you look towards tomatoes, or when you look towards peppers or anything of it, you're getting you're getting the roots half-assed attempt at presenting something to the public at large.
I tried.
I tried.
And we're like, yes, we love you.
We get it.
We will consume
We'll
you.
still eat it. But what we really want is you to be yourself. And that's potatoes, onions, carrots, ginger. Yeah.
Those are good ones.
Those are good ones. I'm like not totally sure that all I'm saying right here is correct. In fact, most of it probably isn't. So
Yeah, any scientists weigh in. Any
please
botanists.
help us out.
The next one was from Dawood. He said
Barkquart?
Barkquart?
Wait,
So can we delineate, like,
I wanna,
settle once and for all? Is there a Q or is there a U sound in there?
when I crafted that joke, I intended for there to be a U sound.
You did intend?
I wanted Barkquart.
Well, you see, if you spell it that way, it's the word quart.
Yeah, but
Like a quart of
it
milk.
doesn't matter.
But you want to say it like
I still
quart?
want QART. I know you're totally right. I should have written QUART, but if we're talking about nucktats,
Yeah, there's no room.
I can't get another one in there. I gotta do QART.
I think, yeah.
I'd rather do that. I'd rather do Barkquart than Barkquart. QURT. I don't want that.
Barkquart.
That doesn't. That just sounds like a man's name.
Yeah, that sounds like a person.
I don't want that. I don't want that.
We need the surrealism in there.
The possibility of
Barkquart.
something real, something real and tangible. You're right, but
I
ultimately,
loved watching that just
surpassing the realm
unfold.
of reality. That was an interesting one. You had some really.
Dawood was absolutely right when you were like, you thought of the first part, and then you just made up the next one as you were saying it.
Yep. That's kind of how it all went. I'm gonna go.
I would totally explain this to the listener, but I actually don't want to. I want it to be intentionally vague.
What I want to do is just go through Matthew's generous compilation of all the nucktats and read them all. Thank you, Matthew,
This is my Twitter
for
moment.
compiling them. So first we have Barkquart. Next we have Barkquart.
Yeah.
Third we have Barkquart with a period.
The three best nucktats.
The three horsemen of the apocalypse. We also have Barkquart after that.
Yeah, there you go, 4.
Deet Rips, Isabel breaking the cycle. Aardvark, very good. Heartburn, also very good.
Heartburn with no E.
With no E.
H-A-R-T.
H-A-R-T. It sounds like if a man whose last name is Hart like got a Tesla, that would be like what he put on his license plate.
Heartburn.
Dude, this was like, I gotta pause for a second.
No, go ahead.
I saw a Tesla the other day with the license plate, ludicrous.
Oh, I saw you post that. Yeah.
What is going on there?
I think you said, what is the angle?
Yeah, right. I was like, what is your angle? Why are you doing this? Everyone knows you're not ludicrous. This is Texas. You're not going to get away with this.
Maybe he's just a super fan.
Maybe, man. He's like, put Ludcris on it.
I love Ludacris. And it's like, oh, sorry, someone's already got that.
Someone's already got that. Yeah.
Okay, we'll just take out the A then.
Take out the A. You sure? Yeah, it doesn't matter, man. A license plate is.
I saw one that was just Yee, like Y-E-E-E-E-E-E.
That's pretty good.
It's like, yeah.
That's fine, yeah.
I don't need any explanation for that.
Just simple. Yee. Yeah. So we have, next up in the Nucktats roster, we have Peppo Bimo.
Peppo Bimo.
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk, yep. There you go.
Baba Nosh.
I still don't know what Baba Ganoush is, or Baba Nosh.
So Baba Ganoush is like a Mediterranean topping. And the thing is, they always Isabel and Tyler have this meme, and it's
like, please.
Yeah, it's like the Oliver meme, but it's like there's like several layers of text on the top and bottom, so it's like a bottom text thing, but like on the top,
it's deep fried as well.
Yeah, it's the deep right, and so on the top I think it says like, please sir, may I have like Baba Nosh, like, or Baba Ganache on the bottom, and they always turn to Dawa and they go, Dawood, can I please have some Baba Ganoush? So they just got Baba Nosh.
There you go.
Give mint.
Give mint.
That is brilliant. That is such a good one.
I don't understand that.
That is so
just
good.
Give mint.
Give mint, baby. Bill Gates. Bill Gates.
Because you can't do Bill Gates.
You can't do Bill Gates. Yeah.
You need the S, so take out one of the L's.
You need the S.
And get Bill Gates.
And in fact, you get a double tap, because not only do you only have one L in the word Bill in the human being name Bill, you have one L, but the G makes it onto the Bill. So it's just so like Bilge Gates. Yeah.
Bilge.
AutoZone.
That
was good.
That was one of the first ones I saw when I was driving home. I was like, oh, that would be a good one.
AutoZone. King Giz. Tyler had that one.
Mm-hmm.
Pwned Noob.
Yeah, and then I did Pwned Noob, and then Tyler said, this is done. This joke is canceled.
This joke is canceled. Flat Earth.
Flat Earth.
And that's it. There's nothing else to it.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I thought of a variation of the Deet Rips one.
Yeah.
You would do death, but D-E-T-H.
Yes.
And then grip.
Death
Just
grip.
Death grip.
Death grip.
Death grip.
Death grip. Yeah. D-I-T-H.
Death grip.
Death grip. Ditto grippo.
Ditto grippo.
Ditto grippo. Ditto grippo.
That new Death Grips album is slowly becoming my favorite one of theirs.
It's a really, really good
period.
album. Yeah. Oh, really?
It's in my top 10 of the year.
Rising to the top of the charts. This might be a good time to do our intro then.
Oh, yeah, we have an intro
I forgot about that, too.
So this was all a cold open. This is not a part of the real show.
Straight cold open. We'll begin the show after the intro right here.
Yeah. Martini Police! Martini Police!
Martini Police!
Woo.
So good. Thank you.
Thank you.
My gosh.
Did you steal that rhythm from something? Use it every time.
I think so. I think I also just kind of mean for it to be consistent, like it's a legitimate intro.
Yeah, like it is a real intro.
Yeah, like it's a real intro.
That's good.
But yeah, I kind of just crafted it up. So
it's a nice craft.
Oh, thank you.
You are a master crafter.
I'm a master. Would you say I'm a master of my craft?
Yeah, master.
Hey, look. Thread count's high. Commission's high. Hourly rate's high. Minute of your time.
You know my favorite character?
You got it.
The Halo games is Master Chef. He be cooking up those kills.
Matthew has recently become a Twitch streamer, if you haven't
Yeah,
been able to tell.
I'm a Twitch streamer now.
So he exclusively makes gamer
gamer humor
jokes.
only.
Yeah. If you're not a gamer, you won't get it.
Yeah.
So you're not allowed to get it.
Yeah, you can't. If you like exhibit getting it like in public, I will. I'll pwn you, noob.
He'll pwn you so hard.
Your ass is out.
You'll become a noob. Yeah, your ass will be out. What have you been streaming on Twitch?
So I'm trying to
Fortnite?
No. I actually avoid Fortnite.
I don't blame you.
I mean, it's fun. I played it a couple times
Oh, yeah.
on Xbox. I don't have an Xbox, but I played it on one of my friends.
Oh,
Xboxes.
never mind. Say.
Yeah, Xbox is too recent of a console for there to be an emulator.
I was about to say that would be a very complicated.
Yeah. Same with even PS2. I tried to download some PS2 games, and it's not public domain yet.
Wow.
So the latest generation that's like that you can emulate is the like late 90s, so like PS1 and N64.
Nice.
And,
okay.
I don't know what other ones there were at the time.
I think that's kind of it.
Dreamcast, maybe.
Oh, that's right. The Dreamcast. I forgot about that.
So I've been playing Conker's Bad for a day because that's actually like a storied, like a serialized adventure game, and I really enjoy playing it, especially just because it's so funny to just like, I think it's like genuinely entertaining to like just react to like the weird crap that happens in that game.
Yeah.
Like, it's really cute and cartoony, but then you'll get hit by something and you'll actually like, there will be blood and stuff. And there are several parts where he just pukes, or he'll curse, or like I was mentioning in the car, there's one part where there's a voluptuous sunflower that a bee is attempting to pollinate.
Oh my
and you have to help him do that.
Oh, you have to help him.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because I guess I won't spoil it for potential newcomers to the game. It was released in 2001. So,
oh yeah.
There's one part where there's a rat, and his farts stink real bad, and there's this like metal cube that has a face that's like, "Get this son bitch out of my face, he smells like crap." And he like has a redneck accent. It's like horrible.
Yeah.
So what you have to do is just feed him cheese until he explodes.
The whole body just...
Yeah, like there's like you if you stand near the rat, you'll puke. So you have to go away from the rat and go to the area where there's cheese.
Right.
And each slice of cheese has eyes and like runs around, and you have to catch him.
No.
And then you feed the cheese to the rat, and then there's one point where he literally explodes, and you see like his gore and like ribcage and stuff.
Why is it? That's what happens.
It's so like I know it sounds like cringy, but it's like if you play it, it's like so great.
But this is what happens when game devs have way too much time on their hands. And they're just they don't.
They were originally going to make it like a family friendly game, but they were like but like the critical reception was like, this is too close to your other games like Banjo-Kazooie, which it has the same art style and everything, so we're like, okay, let's make it for mature audiences.
Right, yeah. Let's make sure that others can enjoy this game.
Anyway, so I've been playing that, and then I've been playing a little bit of Donkey Kong Country as well.
Okay, yeah, good one.
And I'm also trying to start out Super Metroid for the SNES, but it's really hard. And because I haven't played the first one, I don't know the story really. So it's really just exploring, which kind of have to watch walkthroughs in order to do that.
Yeah.
And then on my own time, off of
stream. It's a
stream,
well-done game, though.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And off of stream, I've been playing the first Silent Hill game for PS1.
Another fun one. Terrifying. Oh my god. All those games are so scary.
Yeah. But it's like really like well done for I think it came out in 98.
Yeah, I think you're right.
There's like the camera work in that game is like groundbreaking.
Way
it's
beyond.
So cool.
That's right. I remember they or maybe it's I'm thinking of the other, like one of the early Resident Evil games they use as like a model for like camera work and other.
Those are good too.
FPS, but like, That's just Silent Hill games are so good.
The reason that was so good for its time is because a big criticism of graphics at the time was distance fog, because it's so hard to get things detailed from that far away.
Yeah.
So in Silent Hill, the plot was there's literally fog.
Yeah.
So it kind of covers that element up, so it makes it more
right,
like realistic, I guess.
You don't have to worry about
for the time, I guess.
The fog is now a legitimate component of the plot. Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, I'm a gamer. I play massive.
So you're gonna say it then?
Multimedia.
Say it.
What?
Say it. I dare you. Massive
multiplayer online role-playing games.
Yeah.
If you meet me by Grubb's Tavern, I will show you where the treasure is hidden.
In real life, I'm an acorn
glued to the bottom of my torso.
I'm sorry. No, I keep turning my head this way because I'm trying to match up the time with the timestamps given on the left, and it's like hurting my brain.
Wait, what are you trying to do?
So right. So we got there's an 8-second ID right at 10 o'clock, which gives us 10:07. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then 5:36 gets us to 5:43. Plus 4:22 gets us to 10:05, and then wouldn't.
Oh, you don't see how this gets to this?
No, yeah.
It's because this is what this is. This
Okay.
is the added time, so it would be. This is supposed to be after this, right?
Yeah.
Like you should be able to get to this. That's what this means. This means these seconds go over the time.
Okay.
Of the time mark, because this is a set time marker.
Right, I got it.
So this plus 22 means that that's how much it's going over time.
Okay. Yeah.
So this adds to this and gets 10:05. So you're already 5 seconds ahead. So plus this.
Right.
That means you're this far ahead.
Well,
so
right.
This is an exact time marker. That's what that means.
Well, I get that, but is it like, okay, yeah. Do you still end up playing?
No, right. The exact time marker takes priority.
Okay, got it.
So after this, it'll try to play this,
do it.
but then the time marker will come in
and just say,
and cut
right,
it off.
don't. Okay, I got it. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you for explaining that. I'm
Yeah,
sorry
you're
for.
welcome.
Yeah. No,
It's just tech talk.
No, you're right.
Tech talk. We're talking about Zeta.
I was being condescending, and you were trying to explain something to me.
Oh, you were trying to make it into a bit?
Oh, no.
Oh.
I legitimately.
How were
felt
you
bad
condescending?
I thought because I was like, yeah, I know that. Like, I
oh no, it's okay.
I felt bad for saying that.
You overanalyze everything you say too much.
Well, but
and I do that too. So
that's true. But I think I'm worse about it. You're fine. I have
okay.
a problem. My problem is this. I want to talk about the Terror Pigeon show.
Oh, okay.
At the Duck Pond.
You want to talk about that?
Let's talk about it.
Duck Pond.
Duck Pond.
Extra Knuckle Tat bonus content for
another
you.
Knuck Tat. Yeah, some BC bonus content. Bone conduction
DLC.
testing of the ear.
Well, I do make a lot of gamer jokes.
Oh my god, no.
I didn't even realize.
Please. That one was not.
I don't even play that many. Like, I don't like most new games, or I don't really watch anyone.
I get that
on Twitch.
That was an unintentional gamer joke, so don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
I've let it slide. But
okay, thank you. So we played with Terror Pigeon.
We did, yeah.
At the Duck Pond.
Matt and I play in a band called Future Nest. And,
yes. Led by the one, the only Nardwar.
Mr. Nardwar, yeah. Who is actually John Ruskin is his name. But he occasionally, and when I say occasionally, I mean permanently and legally goes by Tyler Hormel.
Yeah.
Who is a wonderful, bright, shining soul who writes very, very good music.
Yes.
So we played a gig, at the Duck Pond in Plano.
The Doke Pound.
The Doke Pound, yeah. We had a good time, but yeah, we were opening for Terror Pigeon, which is a great. I call it psychopop. That's what I call this music.
Okay.
Their music.
Yeah, I think there was a point where I wanted to discuss like what exactly because like his vocal style, I think unequivocally screams like post-hardcore.
Yeah,
he has that precise vocal style.
It's truly right. You can't deny that.
He might be saying less cringy stuff, but the inflection is like uncanny.
It's true.
Like, he sounds exactly like
Jeremy Niggett from like Sunny Day Real Estate.
yeah, or the guy from Dance Gavin Dance.
Yeah, right. Or like
yeah. But his instrumentals are like EDM almost straight up.
Yeah, it's like very loud, upbeat.
Happy hardcore, probably.
Happy hardcore.
I think that's how I would describe that.
That's right. It's like Arkansas core.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good way of describing
Major scales and kick drums, just
boom, 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 boom. Yeah, and like he's bouncing. You know, he's got his great DIY stage design. I love it. That was
he made his
cool
whole
thing.
stage, and it had a lighting rig, and each song had its own synchronized lighting pattern.
Yeah. Oh my god. And that's like all he had. You know, was his lights, his sound system, his computer setup. And
his personality,
and his right, and him,
and he had this huge camo shirt with hearts drawn on it.
So big, dude. That camo shirt was humongous.
I need to get me one of those.
That's it. Yeah, that would be nice for the. Apparently, he's going on tour also again soon, and he's going to more cities. But yeah, had a great time.
Yeah, it was fun.
He's very talented.
But again, up until that point, I told Tyler this. I was under the assumption that it was a band and not just him.
Yeah, see, I didn't really know either. But yeah, there you go. Just one man.
Yeah, so it's one man show and a one man
man. Yeah. Show.
A one man.
Man show. Yeah. A show of men.
He's a one show man. He played that one show.
One and show it. Man. It was a really good time, and he's so talented, but it's like it really did. It showcased how easily someone can put on a great set, you know, and give their contribution to a bill with just a backing track and a microphone.
Yeah, it really speaks to the DIY
simplicity,
ethos.
Right? It's just so. I mean, it's like, you know, that
gave me hope for people like me who want to put on shows by themselves.
Craft your solo setup.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's like, I mean, he knows how to do it, and he knows how to do it well. It was a really enjoyable set.
I'm sorry, this has become my fidget.
No, you're good.
Fidget toy.
They're nice. They're nice cards.
Yeah, I just like messing with
them. No, I feel that. Let's
Are we gonna try and play something in the middle of our show?
I still think we should. Do you want to do it now, or do you want to?
No, it's okay. What were we gonna say?
We can wait. Yeah. He just. I was gonna ask you what your favorite part of his set was.
Of his whole set, probably the either the part where he got the sheet out.
She was.
I mean, that's a pretty
that was
easy to recognize thing.
So
I also liked when he split the crowd apart and he rolled around on the floor.
That was cool,
pretty funny.
Yeah, that was a little. That one I think was a little. Did you get kind of shoved up to your side pretty tightly?
I mean, I think I had a lot of room in my corner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You were well equipped.
I was over where that chair was, so
yes,
there was a lot of room over there.
You had some space.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
I feel that.
I did feel kind of bad for the people who may not have wanted to be sung to directly.
I feel that
because he was pretty
he was pretty
right in your face, and I hope he didn't make anyone uncomfortable. But
it's true. But
I think ultimately it was a net positive.
It was right. It all benefited the greater good. Of the show.
And I think you said this. One of the best parts about his show is that he made it really easy for the crowd to sing along with him, even though they didn't know the words.
Right? Yeah.
He taught them as he was going
what to sing. Yeah. And for sometimes you do that for songs where there literally is one hook that you could just tell someone and just be like, this is what I'm going to sing for the whole rest of the song.
I mean, granted, he wasn't trying to. It wasn't spiritual lyrical miracle lyrics. He was just we're in love all the time. All the time, something like that.
And literally, I think that was one of them.
Yeah,
but it's right. It's
just affirmation.
It's just for great affirmative, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, just very emotionally charged lyrics.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of Nashville, did you hear about Diarrhea Planet?
About them breaking up?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really listen to them, so.
Yeah, I feel that me neither. I don't think I've heard one.
I just know about them because of the name.
Right.
That's probably what a lot of people know them for.
Interestingly enough, Tyler told me about this. The name comes from the fact that they all went to Belmont and they met there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and Belmont is like super ultra Christian school.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, like I think controversially,
Tyler must have had a horrible time over there.
Tyler didn't. I don't think Tyler had the best time. So, thumbs down, Belmont. But
I'm gonna go ahead and dislike that one.
Dislike that one. Yeah, pop a thumbs down
on Belmont.
On Belmont.
I'm gonna give that one a 0.
A 0. Yeah.
Out of 1.
Out of 1. I was gonna say even out of 5, but out of 1 makes it hurt more. I think.
You think so?
Which is why I like your rating system, because I think it's like more of a punch. You know, I'd rather get
bam.
I would
0.
I would so much so rather get a 2 out of 5, or like even a 1.5 out of 5, rather than a 0 out of 1.
Really?
Because it's like you don't know exactly where in that realm of not getting what that one.
Well, yeah, but that's the problem is I don't want people to. Like I had one artist get upset at me that I gave him a 0.
Really?
But I didn't think it was awful. I just thought it was okay.
Okay, yeah, it wasn't anything.
Like it wasn't special. Like it wasn't amazing to me, and that's why I gave it
a 0.
A 0.
Well, but I think that's a cool thing about it is you don't get like an exact rating. So you don't get.
Yeah,
like,
but that's the whole point of it.
You don't get like baby food,
Right.
spoon fed
oh,
to
you. Oh, here you go. You get a 6.3.
High chair. Yeah, come on. No, you don't. You're right. You're just you know that your record was not good enough to get a 1, so you didn't get a 50%.
Well, it ain't a 1,
test,
so
yeah.
I don't know what to tell you.
Who is the artist? If you don't mind me asking.
In Mesh. He's a vaporwave artist. He does great stuff.
What did he say?
He wasn't actually mad, but I think the review said there were really good moments on the album, but the album was really long and kind of overloaded.
Yeah.
So his response was like, "Oh well, too much good stuff means not a good album," and I was like,
God.
"Oh, sorry, them's the rules."
Yeah, right.
He was a good sport about it. He was nice, but
it's like, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it was funny.
If you're gonna put too much music on a record, you can't just say like the more good the better. Like there's a balance to it. There's absolute dynamic. You can make it.
That's the whole thing about the album format. Is It's got to all work together.
It's got to mesh. You
can't just be a pack of songs.
You can make a great record, and you could have some bad songs on there, but it could be a really good album. Like it could blend together with some good songs.
Yeah,
and it could all just sort of work. You could sort of just accept it.
Yeah, I would
so
say that.
You might get a 1 for that one, but
maybe we'll see.
Maybe.
Anyway, so Belmont.
King Aesthetic Cave. Oh, that's right. Yes. So
sorry.
No, you're good. You're right. I like. That was a good chat discussion. Yeah. A good chat discussion.
This is just a tangent of tangents.
This is the name of our new show. It's called Tangent of Tangents. Here we go.
The Tangential Police. The Tangent of Tangents. Yeah.
Tangent of Tangents.
Tangent of Tangents.
Yeah. Tangent. Tangent. Yeah. Tangent. So they went to Belmont, right? And they didn't like Belmont. They didn't like the legacy Belmont left behind, nor their ideology or their practices as a university. And Belmont has a tradition where, because they're such a musically oriented school. Damn, you look so cool. I can't. I got so distracted because you look so badass right now. No, it's okay. Matt has some green sunglasses that he put on.
I'm just like, my hands are just
you look very cool. I dig it. Yeah.
So I'm sorry, I keep getting you off track.
Really. I wanted to recognize those cool sunglasses. I like them. Yeah, right. So they went to Belmont. They didn't like Belmont. Belmont has a tradition of, because they're so musically oriented, being in Nashville, they invite back bands who went to Belmont that have since become successful. They invite them back to play the opening concert for the fall semester for incoming freshmen and whatnot.
That's pretty cool.
It's neat, but they didn't like Belmont and they didn't want to be invited back. So they said when they were naming their band, they were like, "What's a name that we can make that will literally push us the furthest away from any fervently Christian aligned organization?" Diarrhea Plan.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
So I think that's supposed to be the origin story. But yeah,
did it work though?
Band nonetheless. It did. They didn't get invited back. Yeah,
nice.
I think instead Belmont for Tyler's Year, they brought a band called Coin. I've never heard of this band, and
I have heard of Coin.
Are they good?
I haven't listened to them a lot.
Yeah.
I know people who like them. They're just indie.
They must have gotten paid the big bucks for.
Yeah, probably. They seem like one of those indie groups that are like aren't quite indie.
Yeah.
They're like marketed as indie.
Right, but they're people don't really know what else to call them, except for they're so indie.
They're just different, man.
They're just out there.
They're just off the beaten path. You don't know.
Coin, often stylized, they're off the beaten path.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys just do drugs out of their buttholes, right? They are so out there, man. They're like a waving flag on a cruise ship. They are out there.
Talk about flying your freak flag.
Talk about
I'm gonna fry my freak flag.
Wow.
I'm gonna fry it on the grill.
That was tricky. Yeah, so I think that's the story of Diarrhea.
That's a good story.
And Belmont in Nashville, but.
So why do they call it quits? Just because?
I think they they claimed that they were, and I particularly love this. When they were giving their exiting statement, they were like, a lot of bands will quit with no reason, so we don't like that. We're gonna give you a reason. They were like, here's the reason. We just want to go our separate ways. And they were like, for real, like we each have our own pursuits in life that we're all, looking after, whether it be solo projects or like family pursuits or, legitimate career interests.
We just pursue our families.
I just follow our families down.
Follow them around.
All across the damn country. But Forrest Gump our families, yeah. But they, cool. So they're playing 2 shows at the Exit Inn in Nashville, and in early September, and then they're calling it quits. So
that's not a bad way to go, I suppose.
I agree.
Farewell show.
Home court advantage, which was their phrasing, which I think is just great.
That is pretty cool.
Playing a show in their town of origin, you can say home court advantage. But so
I just hope they don't LCD sound system us.
That's true. Yeah. Well, at least if they do, the stakes won't be as high. They wouldn't have made a literal 4-hour final concert DVD at the most prestigious concert venue in the world,
and a documentary about it, and a great final album,
right? And their lead singer wouldn't cry when looking at all our instruments packed up in his studio.
I'm bitter about that, but the album is pretty good.
It is.
American Dream isn't bad.
It's a good album, and they're still playing all the hits, man. So it's like, I guess it's exactly what we wanted from them. Was
for them to not stop.
Yeah, to keep playing the hits.
Anyway,
but yeah.
So we've just wasted our time for 43 minutes. 43 minutes. Weren't we going to talk about 2 albums?
Good. Well, we got to play cards first.
Okay, so what are we going to play?
What do you want to play?
I don't know any card games.
Let's just play 21. Can you play that?
Is that like blackjack?
That's blackjack. So it's like...
So let's play blackjack?
Let's play blackjack. Yeah, sorry, you're right.
But without betting?
Yeah.
Can you teach me again?
Sure.
So we're about to play blackjack on the air.
Pretty simple. So we got our deck here, right?
Welcome back to the World Blackjack Tour.
This is the
Travel Channel. My name is Jack Antonoff.
My name is Bart Quart.
I'm here with Bart Quart.
My name is Bart Quart.
You don't have any volume control? It's like, yes, we're doing the
Bart Quart.
Very esteemed mashup. This is
My name is Bart Quart. It's Bart Quart with a QA. Bart Quart.
Not only do you not have volume control, you can't say any other thing than just your name.
All I talk about is my damn name. So in the blackjack tournament, my name's Bart Quart, by the way. In the blackjack tournament. So blackjack.
You're trying to get to 21.
Yeah, trying to get to 21.
But not over 21.
Not over 21. I'll deal each of us 1 card face down and another card face up.
Oh yes, okay.
Ace can count for 1 or 11. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
You choose
all
which one Ace counts for?
Yeah, you can pick.
Or I guess you don't really have to choose it, just whatever works with
right, yeah. Well, I mean, sometimes you can utilize the strategy of one versus the other. So, let's say you have, an 8 and an ace. You could go 9 and then hit, which would be a feasible move. or you could go 19 and stay, which is also a really good move. That's 2 from 21.
I see.
So, yeah, and then 2,
Right.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 all count for their face value, and then
Jack.
10, Jack, Queen, King are all 10.
Oh, they're all 10?
Oh, yeah, all of them are 10.
Okay.
Yeah, aces 1 or 11, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10, 10, 10, 10. So, I've got my hand here. I look at my hand, you look at yours.
Oh, I have seen my hand.
You've seen your hand? Okay, so do you want to hit? Do you want another card?
Is this all of my number? Like, this is my whole hand?
That's your total number right there.
So I can just... No, I don't want to hit. I want to stay where I am.
You want to stay where you are? Okay. I'm going to hit.
Hit it.
Okay, I busted.
Hit it, Fergie. Oh, you're done?
Yeah.
So I win.
So you win. What did you get?
I had 20.
That's pretty... Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
So I had...
Beginner's luck.
I had 23.
I'm
That's
actually a
pretty
professional
close.
gamer. So.
Professional gamer. And I'm Bart Quart. I'm just a rat in the streets.
A rat?
The streets of
Bart
four-letter
Quart
names.
is just like this really cartoony looking rat, and he just lives in a sewer.
He has like a nose piercing or something, and he
I'm Bart Quart.
I'm Bart Quart. How you doing? I'm Bart Quart. I smoke hard crack. My favorite painter is Jean-Michel Basquiat. I'm Bart Quart.
Basquiat.
Basquiat. I'm Bart Quart. Bart Quad.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm gonna shuffle these one more time. I should brief addendum here. Name's Bart Quart, because you had since forgotten.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Thank you for letting me know.
Of course, no, I'm happy to. So I deal you again one face down. I
Thank
deal
you, Bart
myself
Quart.
one face down. You're welcome. I have you one up. That's I swear to God.
Oh no, you're good.
Okay. So do you want to hit?
Go ahead and hit me like that snare. Please.
I'm gonna give you a card. I'm gonna do it right now.
All right.
Oh, someone.
And I'm dead. I'm just right done. I'm done off the rails.
I'm gonna keep hitting because I want to hit you like a snare. Okay, I busted 2.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
very
you
mad.
won anyway, right?
It's true. I did win anyway, so I won that.
Do you have to
round.
like count the number of wins?
We can if you want.
How do you traditionally play it? You just
So, I think it's just like you.
How does it work with betting?
Yeah, so you don't necessarily bet like in a hand-on-hand situation as you do in like 5-card draw or Texas Hold'em. Those require more. Yeah, those are more like broken up betting periods. With 21, I think you play against the dealer. That's the idea. The dealer gets a hand too, and if you beat the dealer, then you win some amount of money. I think I don't totally know it, but.
Well,
I'm the
are
dealer,
you the dealer?
technically, so you're trying to beat me, I guess. But you're playing alone, so you're not really
don't have much
doing too bad. I don't know if you saw that one. I'm going to put it near the bottom.
I didn't see it.
It flipped up for a little bit. Set this back up right.
I would like to be hit.
You would like to be hit?
Right
I can
in the
do that.
face.
Okay, that's not bad.
So this is, let me count it. Do the basic. Okay.
Okay. So do you want another card?
Yeah, I'll take another.
You'd like one more?
I'd like one more.
Ooh.
Oh, I think I boosted it.
Oh yeah.
I just boosted.
Okay. I want to keep going just for so I have.
Is this interesting content?
Thumbs like this.
Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Like it for.
Like for yes. Dislike for.
Dislike for yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I busted. Do you want to play a more complex card game?
Maybe.
Yeah?
Do you want to try and talk about the music while we do this?
Let's do that. I like that idea. So
we're reviewing an album today.
Yeah. Well,
don't know if you forgot.
2, right?
We're going to try... Well, let's try and get through the first one, and if we have time, we can go through the...
That's true. Do we want to just play it, and we play cards underneath it?
Yes, that's actually great. Yeah, so this is such a short... how did you find it?
SoundCloud. Roman numerals.
So this is an EP. Evan picked it last week. It's a new release. It came out actually like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, very
So
recent.
it's very recent.
Uh-huh.
It's by a Fort Wayne, Indiana singer-songwriter by the name of Roman New Time. This is probably the only press he's getting right now.
I think so. I found his music on Reddit, and
yes,
he posted on r/songwriters which is like a collaborative like song criticism thread, and got some. I don't think he got any feedback, but his music had been received mixed reviews on other subreddits.
Okay.
And I listened to it, and I heard the first track, thought it was interesting, kind of combed through his discography, and then I found the third track on the EP called Tokyo
his
2.
discography, by the way, is 9 songs
It's
in
true,
total.
9 songs in total.
Some of them are even short.
That's true. Some of them are trimmed cuts. Yeah.
Nice trimmed cuts.
Nice trimmed cuts. But I found the third song on this EP, Tokyo 2 is what it's called.
Yeah.
And I immediately fell in love with that song. I love that song so much. I think it's a really good song.
All right, so we're gonna, while we go ahead and do some 21, we're gonna listen together to part 2, the EP by Roman New Time. It's about 4 songs.
You wanna abridge our presentation of the EP with the names of the songs when we play it?
I figure we could just play it all the way through.
That's true, and then we'll
just turn our mics off while we do this.
Yeah.
And then once it comes back in, we can talk about them.
That works.
So this is part 2 by Roman New Time. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go
Right again. Okay. Oh. All right.
I will stay the way I am.
I'm gonna hit. Okay, I'm gonna stay too. So now we do the big reveal. You can flip over your card. Fucking son of a bitch.
Did I win?
By a fucking point. God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is the thing about playing blackjack, is it's literally just like
I'm sorry about these really slippery cards.
They're cards. I forgot to bring mine. My idea too, my dumbass. Yeah, so it's just like straight, like, you have 2 people and it's like you just deal, and that's just luck based. So do you want to try another one?
Whatever you want. Yeah, what's some other ones?
Let's see. So let's play. I want to play 5-card draw. That one's a fun one.
Okay.
So 5-card draw.
Is it poker?
Yeah, it's poker. It's not Hold'em, which I think is what some people consider.
That's what I'm used to.
Okay, it's not Hold'em, nor is it poker then, I guess. It's
a version of poker.
It's a version of poker.
Poker has variations.
Poker does have variations. You get 5 cards, yeah, and the idea, much like Hold'em, is to try and get as many, as many.
You have to get a good hand, like
matches, or like combinations of certain cards to get a good hand. But the thing about 5-card draws is you just get the cards right up front, and you can exchange several. You can exchange 2 rounds. You can go through 2 rounds of exchanging cards.
Okay.
So like I have 5 cards and only one of them I want to exchange. So I pluck that one out, put it at the bottom. I pull out this one. I'd like to exchange it again, so I pluck it out.
And now what you have is what you're stuck with.
Now what I have is what I'm stuck with.
Okay, so I'll do one.
I'll do one as well.
Exchange.
Okay.
Don't look at it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. You want me to I can give you another one.
It's okay.
No. Here, let me give you another one. I totally fucked that up.
I'm not exactly sure what I'm looking for here.
So there are a lot of different ways in which you can develop your hand.
I want to do that one again.
Yeah.
Give me a new one.
2 pair, pretty simple. You have 2 different pairs of 2 different cards. A straight is 5 numbers in order, in the card order. A flush is.
Are there any with suit?
A royal flush is. I don't actually think there's any with. Well, I don't totally know. All I know is so you've got pair, 2 pair, 3 of a kind, 4 of a kind.
Should we look at?
Yeah, why don't you Google it?
Poker hands.
Poker hands.
Royal flush is when it's ace, king, queen, jack, 10, all the same suit.
There you go. And a straight flush
is when you have a straight and they're all in the same suit.
Okay, yeah.
4 of a kind is that.
Right.
Full house is when you have 3 of one number, 2 of another.
Right.
A flush is just anything with the same suit.
Got it.
Straight, 3 of a kind, 2 pair.
2 pair. And then, then you've got a high card.
What does that mean? The
That
highest
means
card plays?
Yeah, if both of us have junk, but like if I have an ace and you have a jack, I would win.
Okay.
That's what that means. Okay.
So in that case, I have nothing.
You have nothing? Okay, I'm ready to reveal too. Yeah, why don't you show me what you have?
I had what I thought was good because I had 3 of diamonds and 2 hearts.
See, that's, yeah.
So it's
all the
with
same
numbers.
color, but like,
Yeah. Has to be about the numbers.
Well, wait. So you had 3 diamonds. Oh, okay. I thought you meant you had 3. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I've got 2 pair. So I win.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. Whatever.
Whatever.
Who's the professional gamer?
That's
what we need to
not
pay attention.
Court.
Yeah.
Not the rat in the streets. Have you seen that video or that? I think it's a picture of a rat that's like pushing a pizza up a stairwell at a subway stop in New York
pizza
City.
rat?
Yeah, I think
I
it
think
is.
so.
It's just pizza rat.
I did see that. Yeah.
Someone's like he's struggling to get by in this big city. Okay. So we repeat. Song is scary.
Yeah, I understand what you mean now because the first time you played it, I couldn't hear any of the bass tones.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I feel that. Okay.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna.
I got a pretty. Okay.
Cards. I'm going to.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna exchange 3 cards again.
Oh, you can exchange more than one?
Oh yeah, you can exchange.
Oh, okay. I'll remember that next time.
I think you can actually exchange up to 5 if you want to just toss them all.
Just do your entire hand. Okay, I'll give you one.
Another hand. Okay. Okay, you want to exchange 1?
Yeah.
Got it. There you go. You gonna hold it?
Give it back. Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. So you reveal.
I almost had a straight.
Oh man! Oh,
I needed a 9.
Wow. Yeah, that would have kicked my ass. But I ended up kicking yours. I have 3 aces. I got super duper lucky. I had nothing.
Yeah.
The first 2 hands, and then the last read.
That's a bad shuffle, or a good shuffle, depending on your.
Is it? I mean, I guess you're the professional gamer.
Yeah, I mean,
I gotta keep remembering this.
I know the terms. I know what we're talking about. I didn't. I just have to Google poker hands.
Bart Court is the amateur here. Bart Court is the amateur in every situation, actually.
God, I love how just NASCAR this website looks. This looks so much like you're watching ESPN.
Yeah, and I mean, it looks like if someone had a focus group, but it was just a bunch of dudes.
Yeah.
And they were like, how do we design our
Georgia
website? Yeah, maybe make it black. Make the logo red? That would be cool. Dude, I was listening to NPR today. Apparently there's, a candidate for the governorship in Georgia is a man who has a bus that he claims he's going to use to boot the illegals. This is this is an actual contender for the spot of governor in the state of Georgia. And he has, not only that, he has Trump's endorsement.
Well, of course he does.
Right, that's true. But there you go. Yeah.
That's terrible.
So,
that's absolutely terrible.
I'm taking 2 as well. Oh, whoop! Sorry, I didn't see that.
Slippery.
Okay, I'm gonna trade those 2 back in.
I'm gonna lose again. I'm pretty sure.
You think so? We're almost done with this.
I know, right? It's really short. Yeah, I lost again.
Oh yeah.
I almost had a straight again.
Oh man.
Ace 2, 3, 5, 6.
Yeah, see, I feel that. Yeah, I got a pair. So that's fair.
Hi Ron, it's Dan. I was just calling to see how the state of school went.
This is pretty good.
Didn't know if you had any
This is probably my favorite track.
Yeah.
Call me if you get a chance tonight, otherwise I'll talk to you later. Bye.
It's sad.
It is. He made another post on Reddit that was very long and he was talking about how he has OCD, and his girlfriend was entering college as a freshman and was moving like 2 hours away, and he was like, I'm worried that I won't be able to go visit her.
Yeah. Okay. So that was part 2 by Roman New Time.
We played poker a bunch.
Yeah, we just played 5-card draw a bunch of times.
We did, yeah. So.
Certainly enhanced the experience, gotta tell you.
Nothing quite
as
like
a professional gamer
playing poker. and that's Bart Quart.
Yeah.
Oh, Charlie. Yeah.
Who's Charlie? Apparently he's a social disappointment.
Yeah.
Hi, that's me. Hi there, welcome. Enjoy your stay.
He specializes in Logic Pro X.
Oh, good. I approve of him already.
This seems like what you would be like if you were from Australia. Just a sweet...
I'm from Australia.
Just a great header on your SoundCloud account that says something like, please enjoy your stay. I can absolutely... Because, literally, I mean, I know it's, a thing, but, the first video on your YouTube channel is that, 6-second one that's like, welcome to my YouTube channel. And it's just, it's that XX record that's, just on a string on your ceiling, right?
Oh, yeah.
Is that the one?
It's not a 6-second video. It's, a minute.
Oh, it's, a minute long?
Yeah, but it was basically, because the personality I had on YouTube when I was... Just making sure the mic's on.
Yeah.
Back when I was a YouTuber, I had built the whole...
Wait. You're claiming you're no longer a YouTuber?
Well, I mean, am I?
You post, and you're...
but I'm not a vlogger or anything. I just post sporadically.
So a vlogger is the criteria for being a YouTuber?
Know.
I feel like there are some...
I don't feel like a YouTuber. I feel like a musician.
Okay, that's fair. Duly noted.
Anyway, so but when YouTube videos were the thing that I liked doing the most.
Yeah.
All my videos were in that room.
Yeah.
And that was a room that I had lived in since. I lived in that house since I was born, but that room I started living in pretty much right when I started YouTube.
Yeah. So
it had grown with my videos.
With your videos.
So the intro video to my channel is 1 second or 1 minute of just that room, just being still, and I had a DVD player playing.
That's cool.
And I would, back when annotations were something you could do, I would make each significant item in my room a link to a video that I had made.
Hey.
So we could look at it now.
Expertly crafted then. I always thought that was just a nice little...
No, it took a long time.
Calm video.
It's still there. Even though I don't live in that house anymore, which is very sad. I miss that room.
I saw that house vlog too, which was very sad.
Yeah.
Very pretty. Nicely done.
So you can see...
Really quite enjoyed that.
If you look at this...
What?
Covers, this is showing you what the actual DVD is that I'm watching. This is what's playing on the record player.
My God.
Yeah, there's just... I don't know where all the links... There's a vlog.
What was the... What went into deciding to slant all of your wall decor?
Oh, because I... Oh, that was so cool. I wanted to...
That's pretty sick.
Yeah. I wanted to... it was before anything was on there, I was going to, hang up those record frames.
Yeah.
I think I hung one up, but it wouldn't sit straight.
Okay.
It was lopsided, and I was oh, okay, I'll just make everything else that same angle.
Yeah.
And then when I posted that online, I was this is for sure cool.
Yeah.
And people agreed with me, this is really creative.
There you go. So I mean,
it's a nice quirk.
You've got support for the wall decor. It is a nice quirk.
Yeah. I was a quirky dude.
Good choice. Yeah. And then you of course have the Plano Senior football game.
Yeah, the little
paper hand thing. Yeah.
Yeah, hanging from my.
See,
I got one during science class, I think, and I drew on it on the back.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
So I thought that was pretty cool. So
what science class? Oh, is that? What's the link to?
Another original song.
Which original song?
Might be an unlisted video. Oh, it's Umbrellas.
Umbrellas. Good one.
One of my favorite songs that I've written.
That's a really good one. Oh, and it's got a lot of upvotes.
Yeah, that was back when I had some support. People were excited for the album.
Ooh, let's see that. Can we see I want to see all the
comments.
Yeah.
What an excellent thing you have done. From Tim Blakely. 5 years ago.
Damn, there you go, man. That's awesome.
Mariam Ahmed said, I went to the same beach at the same time as you did.
How awkward. Wait, never mind. I stayed in the 5. And 111 was my hotel. WTF.
Yeah, I wouldn't. It was in Florida when I filmed the visuals for this. Anyway, we're getting way off track, but yeah, that's what that whole
That
thing
video
was.
had 41 upvotes and 0 downvotes. That's amazing. That's so cool. Badass.
It's not my most viewed video. My most viewed video is the Martini Police episode 1. No, I'm just kidding. It's
I was about to say,
Grant,
what?
Grant Kirkhope.
Yeah, I was like, you have a video with like almost 50,000 views on it, no?
Oh, this has 14 downvotes.
Wow. Some
Who
people
doesn't like this?
suck. So this was, okay, so the Plano Percussion Chamber Festival, was that like spectacular, but like for like all...
It was
like
the
for-
solo and
It was
ensemble.
like competition, right? Okay, yeah. And you brought all Plano cluster schools?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's cool.
It's where people came to do their
Performances.
solos and their...
Ensembles.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, so this was and he reposted it or something, right?
Yeah, Grant Kirkhope himself, who wrote this track, tweeted it
There you
when
go.
someone showed it to him.
Someone showed it to him. What are the comments like on this one? Oh, damn. There you go.
Rogers Bass approves of this masterpiece.
Hey!
Sad that apparently no one in the audience knows either Grant Kirkhope nor Treasure Cove Trove or Banjo Kazooie. That was one big comment, is that the title was wrong. The level is called Treasure Trove Cove,
Yeah.
but I called it Treasure Cove Trove because I'm blaming it on Grant Kirkhope, because when he put the soundtrack for free on Bandcamp, he called his song for the level Treasure Cove Trove.
Right, okay. Well, fair, yeah.
Yeah.
You're following him then.
Yeah,
There it is, yeah.
see, he said Treasure Cove Trove. He switched the
Switch
Trove
the
with
Trove
Cove.
with Cove. Only devoted Grant Kirkhope followers know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is great. I wish they had better recording equipment. I know it was well played, but the recording is just clipping all over.
Dude, there are some people...
Well, it was my camera
Yeah.
that was recording it.
There are some people on this website that they watch any recording and they're like, it could be better. Like,
Anything
what?
could be better.
Eat a dick, dude. No, like, yeah, you want me to like go to like, freaking like, Electric Lady and like do this for like, $100K? Sure, but like, I can't. Like, you get a fucking camera view.
This needs way more attention. Finally, Chad Kroger did fine music.
Whoa! Zing, 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 zing.
That was a burn I got a couple of times when I had my blonde hair and
Blonde
my
hair.
goatee, so it looked like Chad
Like Chad
Kroger.
Kroger. Look at this graph!
So disappointing. Yeah, anyway.
What were we talking? Oh yeah, we were talking about Roman New Time.
Let's talk about Roman New Time.
Yeah, let's
So
talk
this
about Roman New
10-minute
Time.
EP.
10-minute EP. Let's just name the songs, yeah?
Yeah, so the first song was called Skin.
Ellipses,
Ha.
ha. Yeah, which of course I'm sure if you heard the song, you could pull the title from, because it's
Does
in
he
the
say it?
lyrics. Yeah, I think he goes skin. Ha. Dun, 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 dun.
Are the lyrics written down somewhere?
They're not. I couldn't find them. They might be on the Bandcamp account. I don't think they are actually, but
I doubt it.
what's the keystroke for new tab on? What is it?
Control T.
Oh,
On
it's simpler
Mac,
than I
it's
thought.
Command T.
Command T. Okay. I only recently learned. Is it Command Option Escape? Is that like Task Manager, like in Task? for Mac?
On a Windows computer,
That's Control Delete on a Windows computer.
Control Delete.
Yeah.
Yeah, on Mac, if you go Command Option Escape, that'll pull up all the applications you're running, and you
Right.
can
Into
whichever one you
tasks.
click on, it'll force quit it. For
Okay.
you.
Yeah. Right. Got
If
it.
you're like
Something's frozen.
yeah,
Yeah. Right.
no lyrics.
No lyrics.
No
okay.
lyrics for
there
this.
you go.
Yep.
So
we just have to
have to guess.
guess.
Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't really pay attention to the lyrics. I paid more attention to the sound.
Yeah, and I feel
Because
you.
it's kind of more...
There aren't a lot of lyrics to digest, or at least ones that you can really.
Especially on
hear.
Tokyo 2, you can't really hear anything he's
That's
saying.
true. But the
It's just
little
kind of muffled.
the little glimpses of words that do get through, I think, are really like
Powerful.
just they like spur on an interest that I think really makes you want to like listen to the rest of the song
Yeah.
and catch up on some of these lyrics. I mean, it's really well done, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
These brief little non sequitur lines. That,
Mhm.
Yeah. So what was?
I think that's how I would describe this release.
The whole release.
It's kind of a non sequitur.
What's your favorite song?
Either Tokyo 2 or the last one.
Getting
Getting
older.
older.
I wish I was 13. Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah. Let's
It's a
listen
good
to this
one.
one again. I'm gonna just listen. Okay, well, I guess it's not gonna play. Anyway,
It's not gonna play.
that's okay.
That's fair. Yeah.
It's because our mics are on.
Oh, okay.
Um,
You'll just have to imagine
Yeah, I'm just imagining it.
thinking about it. Yep.
It's a good one.
Good one. I like the way you did that. That was very good.
Thank you. I will be honest. I'm not exactly sure what made you want to bring this up in the podcast in the same way that we would like a proper release from an artist.
So I think I primarily was concerned with the fact that I had omnipotence in the selection of this week's record. And
What does that mean? Like you were scared that it was your turn?
Oh, no. Just that I had all power to do whatever
Yeah, you
I
did have all
wanted.
power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did this.
So
Because this was a record I think I had heard and I really liked, and I figured, hey, it would be super sick to talk about it. And that's why I think I picked it up for us to discuss. I thought it would be a very interesting
it is certainly a
collection of songs
left turn.
right, to
Left
pull,
hook.
a left hook, yeah, to pick apart.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's definitely, it's not in the same vein as Blonde by Frank Ocean or In the Blaze of the Northern Sky by Dark Throne.
My Death Grips.
By Death Grips, yeah. By Deet Rips.
Yeah.
But I think it's an interesting record. Stands strongly enough on its own. But yeah.
You seem to have a lot of faith in this guy.
When I listened to his music, I heard something in it that I don't think I've heard in many other songs before or... Okay. Before I continue on, I would like to address how rudely Matthew just ate that Hershey's Kiss. You guys, if you saw it, you would be bleeding from your eyes, as I am
That's
now.
awful.
I'm sorry, but that was.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's totally fine. Just never ever do that again, ever. I'm just kidding. That was actually, in fact, the best way to eat a Hershey's Kiss.
In the middle of your dramatic
He put
praise, though.
he like
I kissed it. That's what it did. That's what you do. That's why it's called a Hershey's Kiss.
What?
Because it's shaped like a...
But that's not. You're not supposed to. I don't think you're supposed to eat it like that. Or I mean, at least I don't think that's like the primary like.
It's not, but
position for
that's why it's
consumption.
called a kiss.
Well, I get that. I know that it's shaped like you put it in your mouth and you eat it, and then your mouth forms your lips like a kiss. But it's like, I guess I always thought like, well, just it's chocolate, munch, 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 like
Munch, munch, yeah.
But also like it's just a small little droplet
Okay,
of.
whatever. Sorry I interrupted your grand praise of Roman New Time with my Hershey's Kiss etiquette. Or lack thereof.
I should note that next week we're doing a record that Matthew is picking because
No, I have
his
not picked it.
girlfriend said it's bad.
I have not picked
So,
it. She picked it.
If we
Or
review
they
it
picked it.
and it's bad, then I will be saying the same things.
Please do. I know. I want to rip it to shreds.
But do you like this record that we're talking about here?
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Ultimately, 1 out of 1.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like as groundbreaking as you may think.
Okay.
For me, it just sounds like demos.
Okay.
Or like this guy has potential, and he's just kind of. He sounds like he's a hobbyist kind of recorder.
Yeah. That's his approach. Well, I mean,
Kind of reminds me of the Michael Cera album,
yeah.
in that it was kind of rough, kind of all over the place, but it was very cute, nice sounding.
Nicely done.
Seems in earnest.
You don't think though that this has a valence that like, I think is weighed more strongly than the Michael Cera album? Because I think this I think
It's certainly more memorable.
some
than
of the
Michael Cera
songwriting
album.
on this record is a little more matured, I think.
Oh no, I would say it's definitely like much more like idiosyncratic,
Right.
Than
Okay.
Michael Cera.
I get that.
I'm just saying like
The sounds
the
of it.
aesthetic of it.
Yeah, right.
Is similar.
I get that.
It's DIY. It's acoustic for the most part. It's kind of sounds like home recorded,
I like home recorded.
bedroom poppy.
Well, I guess I guess if I'm like being totally honest, I think what ultimately drew me to this record was because of how unlike anything else I'd heard before it sounded. And, you know, as I dove more into it, I realized that there are absolutely pieces of it that I like, you know, that I really love. There are pieces of it that I like a lot, but like there are some pieces that I like really adore. I guess this is a record I'm particularly a fan of. And yeah, in particular the song Tokyo 2, the third song on the EP.
Yeah. It is certainly very ear grabbing.
Oh yeah.
Especially with that guitar
thing
that's going on.
It's such a it's just such a like it sounds so deliberately done. Unlike
it does. Yeah, I would say that.
It really sounds like it was crafted like that you could that he like might play it at a campfire, that kind of sound.
Maybe,
you know? It's like and you know, and I think the lyrics on it do resemble, I was talking with you about this, I think the lyrics on it resemble kind of like Mark Mothersbaugh Diva, like non sequitur-esque songwriting, which I think is something that's really cool and kind of hard to hit. But that song in particular I think is like by far, in my opinion, the standout track. I love that song.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good.
It's a very good one.
I think what's holding me back from like totally loving this stuff is that it's not. It sounds like it's not quite finished.
Right. Okay. I get that.
And especially like in the songwriting department, like he's got some very interesting ideas, and his soundcraft is really unique and, like I said, ear grabbing.
Yeah.
And I really like the sounds that I'm hearing. But as a project, it doesn't quite coalesce like a proper project would, I guess.
I get that.
Like I said, it just kind of sounds like a demo.
Yeah,
that he's kind of just
that's fair.
Trying out.
He just put on the internet, right?
Yeah,
for the sake of sharing.
And that's pretty much what it is. So,
and that's true.
That's totally
it's
fine.
not, you know, it's not something that I think he'd plan on releasing like for like, you know, vinyl.
Yeah, he's not trying to like
put out for some
Yeah, he's not trying to get a co-sign off of
money.
this.
Yeah, right. He's not trying to pay rent off of this.
Yeah. So that's why. Yeah, that's why I feel like it's not a perfect release, but it's certainly intriguing.
It stands. And there's a Reddit commenter that actually commented on the post that drew me to his music. Said something along the lines of, it's not my thing, but I can totally see people loving this.
Yeah.
He said, this kind of indie experimental sound like is certainly on the rise. And he said, I can absolutely envision this blowing up in a couple years. Which is something, given some of the criticism that we've brought up here, that's a statement I can agree with.
Yeah, I can see that too. But I will say this is kind of my sound.
Oh yeah?
It's just that I like to see it honed a little further into like more of a coherent artistic statement.
Tightly structured artistic statement.
I could see like ideas that pop up here like hitting way harder and like being pulled off really well on like a properly recorded and produced and mixed
release.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
I think this could I guess in short, I see potential with Roman New Time. I don't think it's fully capitalized on quite yet, but I'm sure he's just getting started.
Come from it. That's a fair point,
because this is like his first.
Yeah, I mean,
of
this
anything.
Is like, I think this is like some of the first, which is like, I mean, that's If I thought back to the first songs that I ever wrote, and they were definitely structurally speaking. They were a lot less advanced, I think, than some of the. They were less bold than some of the songs that are on this release, and ultimately, in my opinion, less authentically and emotionally crafted. I think some of the earliest songs I wrote were not. Would you say the same about some of the earliest songs that you wrote?
Most certainly.
They didn't really show you the clearest.
My first I guess album that I put out back in 2011 didn't. It was nearly instrumental, and it was basically just a showcase of look at all the cool wacky instruments I have, and I can play them all.
I can play them all.
There was no compositional integrity. Yeah, or any like sort of structure. I would just
Right.
like record a few measures of something, and I'd be like, "That's cool." Now I'll do something like I recorded it like bit by bit, and the whole piece didn't come together as anything. It was just really like linear and not well arranged.
It's fair.
But
No,
yeah, like I said, it's
well,
just I was just kind of noodling.
right. Just noodling.
So I've certainly come a long way from methodically doing that kind of recording a lot of times,
Right.
and kind of honing what works and what doesn't work.
What were some of the songs from this early record?
Like the titles,
Yeah.
Sweet T-shirts was the kind of the single.
That was the banger.
Actually, the single was called Nostalgia Comes to Mind.
That was the popper.
Yeah, that was the popper,
Nostalgia comes to mind.
which doesn't make any sense. Like, that statement is nearly gibberish.
Well, but I like it.
Nostalgia comes to mind?
Yeah,
What does that
I mean,
even mean?
Well, but it's like the idea that nostalgia, like, it arrives.
Something comes to
You
mind
acquire
and makes
it.
you nostalgic. Nostalgia itself doesn't come to your
Well,
mind.
but nostalgia is the feeling of reminiscence, no? Is it not like...
Yeah, but it comes to you. It doesn't come to your mind.
Like you say, I'm feeling nostalgic, and you're like... Well, but so it comes to you and not your mind? Is that what you...
When you say something comes to mind, that means you have been reminded of something.
Well, I mean,
So saying
get
nostalgia
that,
comes to
but-
mind means I am thinking about the idea of nostalgia.
Which is like, I mean, that seems
But
like
that's
something
not-
that you can
but that-
legitimize as
I mean, I guess, but that's not.
concept of like
But I was meaning to say I'm feeling nostalgic.
Feeling nostalgic, right? I get that.
So
It's
kind of lost in translation. so.
it works for me, I guess.
Okay.
But it's
Yeah.
her song title, so if you want to,
Also, I was very highly influenced by Sufjan Stevens' long ass titles. So I had this one song that was 10 minutes long that had like, I mean, I can't look it up because I'd have to be logged in. But,
yeah, okay, fair point. Is it a draft?
Yeah. It had like,
Never published it.
it had like, no, it was published. I just took it down afterward because I moved on.
Right.
But yeah, it was like a 5-part song, and each part had a title. So the title of the song itself took up like a few lines of a page.
Wow. What was the name of the song?
The whole song I think was called "Love at First Sound," and then I have no idea what the individual parts were called. The last song that I had on the album had words. And that one had an even longer title, but it was one part.
Was that the only one on the record that had words?
Yeah, it was the only one.
Nice.
And it was a love song that's very cringy nowadays.
Ooh.
About the person who knows who it is about knows that it's about them, so we don't have to talk about that
That's fair.
because it's not a good song
It's
at
not a
all.
good song.
It's awful.
Probably is a good song. So
Whatever.
Conclusive thoughts on Roman New Time.
Ultimately, yeah.
1 out of 1.
Ultimately, yeah. This is my review. Ultimately, yeah.
Will you tweet that from Aesthetic Cave?
I mean, it's a new album, so I could do that.
Yeah, there you go. Keep up with the trends.
Yeah, so
Get Roman New Time some press.
yeah, I'll do a review of Roman New Time, and the word it'll say. Ultimately, yeah. 1 out of 1. Yeah, spelled Y-E-H.
Y-E-H. Yeah.
Yeah. 1 out of 1. Yeah, no. Ultimately, this is cool stuff. I hope that he goes further. And
All right, listen to me. Ultimately, Bart Quart, Dalwood and I have some Baba Ganache, D Rips, Aardvark, AutoZone, Bilg 8s, you done,
Peppo Bimo?
baby. Peppo Bimo. What else do I have to say here?
I don't know, man.
I don't know either. I'm sorry for interrupting.
What's your
you.
ultimate? I say ultimate a lot. What's your
My ultimate
analysis?
So
Your verdict?
I think I picked this EP mostly because I figured we would we would be able to pull it apart more, but it's like the thing is you can only do so much with a 4-song EP, and it is like just about 10 minutes in length. There's not like much meat to eat from
We
these
can
bones.
still try to pull it apart
Oh,
if
no,
you
no,
want
no.
to.
I mean, that's like I think we did. I mean, I think
You think we did as much as we could?
I think so. I'm not to say that I think it's a good record, but it's it's just, yeah, I mean, as you said, you know, there's not a ton of meat to pick off these bones.
I like the glockenspiel.
The glockenspiel's great, yeah.
A little trebly.
He's got that one.
Okay.
He got the one lyric in the first song that's like,
reading Garfield comics.
Yeah, reading Garfield comics.
I was a fan of that.
Instead,
I like Garfield comics.
My beats give you the protein you need for your day. My breakdowns give you the protein you need for your day. That's what he said. Yeah, and that and so it's these interesting little things here and there that push the record into a realm that's distinct from other releases currently coming out now, but. There's just, it's like I'd love to, as you put it, I'd love to see this thing fleshed out into a full-length
I think
record.
that he has much more in him.
That would be.
I think further releases will only get better.
Sick. Yeah.
I think you can only go up from here.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's a good conclusive discussion. That's a good conclusion.
No, it's a conclusive conclusion.
Conclusive conclusion. By Bart Quart and the Professional Gamer of Part 2 by Roman New Time.
That'll be our band.
That's a Bart Quart and the Professional Gamer. I ultimately I picked this and I was like oh man, like he's gonna think this is crazy, and then as we were listening to it while playing poker, I was like, yeah, this is 4 songs and it might be 10 minutes, it's just that's it.
I didn't disappoint you, did I?
Oh no. I mean, we both heard the record as it was, which is a really experimental and well written record that certainly as time goes on, it will get more time to sort of flesh itself out. But
I think it would, if this specifically were to grow on me, these 4 songs.
Yeah,
it would take a lot of just time and listening to it over and over and over again, and just kind of pulling apart each little thing. I've only listened to it maybe 5 times all the way through.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where maybe years down the road I could revisit and be like, that was actually really great.
Hold apart more.
Yeah.
What did you think of the other 5 songs that are in his discography?
Oh yeah, I listened to those. I didn't listen to them as much. I really liked this Silly String one. Silly
String's good.
And the Into the Void one was
that one's
very
also
good.
really good. Someone said that one sounds like... Oh, no, someone said Adam Says sounds like a merry-go-round on acid.
Yeah, there was one that sounded kind of carnival-y.
Yeah.
I really liked.
Probably that one.
It might have been that one. Yeah, that was nice.
So, a lot of really good songs.
Yeah, he's got a lot of different ideas.
Mm-hmm. And they get their chance to sort of shine, to sort of unfurl their feathers. But yeah, it's just a matter of, seeing it progress and seeing the way these sounds develop and take form as some mature, some, some have reached their final form, and that's kind of just the way I see it. Let's talk about this for a minute and 40 seconds longer.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Fort Wayne, Indiana, how many people live there? Will you Google it?
1 person.
His name? Bart Quart. He's the mayor.
His name is Ron R.
Ron R., yeah.
And he looks like... You want to dissect his appearance?
He looks pretty cool.
He looks like a nice student.
He does look like a nice student, yeah.
He's got his school uniform.
He looks like... he looks like a member of Devo. I love it. He looks like...
So many Devo comparisons. You really think so?
I think a lot of what he does is like Devo in
I don't find him nearly as aggressive as Devo.
But perhaps not in that sense, but in other regards that are less, clearly represented in... you talk about how when you listen to music, you only listen, or mostly listen for the music instead of lyrics. I would say that in his music, perhaps he's not as representative of Devo, but there are other things about him that are his lyrical sensibility.
I suppose so, yeah.
But you're right. It's a good point. It's not as aggressive and not as outright. Yeah.
Fort Wayne is the second most populous city in Indiana after Indianapolis.
Okay.
Estimated population of 264,488.
Okay. Yeah, so that's pretty big.
How did they get it down to that? To the number? To the individual?
Well, it's estimated. I guess it is an estimated population.
In 2016.
Perhaps it's like a census that they have informally gathered, but not totally confirmed. I don't know how they. That's a good. Because it's I don't know how they do that.
One of those.
And maybe it's just maybe it's they collected the census, but the idea is they have to account for some people who aren't considered in the census, and they just sort of guess.
In 1790, after the United States achieved independence, President George Washington ordered the United States Army to secure Indiana Territory. 3 battles were fought at Kikianga against Little Turtle and the Miami Confederacy.
Man.
Look at this guy.
That is a 5 head.
He's got
That's
long hair.
Mean.
He has long hair, but he's also balding.
Artist rendition, I guess? Yeah. Wait, hold on. That was done by Gilbert Stuart. Yeah, that's based on a lost portrait by Gilbert Stuart, who made the George Washington portrait.
Oh yeah, he's did.
He's that guy.
How did you know that?
I think that's like supposed to be the most famous presidential portrait, and so I guess I just kind of
all time.
Yeah, that's like the one. Yeah, that's like on.
Why is it called the Lansdowne portrait?
Oh, that's a good. I don't know. To preclude its possible sale at auction, the original painting was purchased in 2001 by the National Portrait Gallery in Washington, D.C. for $30 million. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
That is pretty crazy.
Oh, it's 9:30. We can move to the other one now if you want.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. No worries. No, we had a good
Are you
discussion
sure?
of it.
Are you sure this is
I'm
okay?
feeling settled. Yeah, we
I
did.
feel like I
Picks
did.
for the
I
part.
gave. I feel like I sold you short.
No.
On this Roman new time.
I think I finally came to the realization that, like, there's just not a lot to pick apart.
I want you to be honest with me.
Yeah, no, I am. When we listened to it, we were playing poker like 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago, 25 minutes ago, in that range. Yeah, I mean, I think you put it best. It's really as I said, it's you're right. It's a short EP. It's songs from a nascent songwriter. Like, I just want to see it all move along.
Here's my biggest argument.
I think it would be cool to see it.
It
develop.
says in his bio on Bandcamp, he's been making computer sounds with his weak voice since he was 16. He is now 18. So he's only been doing this for 2 years.
Right.
So I think he's got a long way to go.
He's got a long way to develop. No, I agree with
I've been recording music for 7 years, and I'm still not like where I want to be.
Right.
So
I feel that.
he's got a lot of mileage, and he hasn't gotten there yet.
Right.
So
it just takes time to see it all the way out. No, I feel that.
So I want to come back to Roman New Time. I hope that he has more stuff on the way, and then
Me too.
And when I find out about it years from now,
Check it out.
hopefully it's better than
Give it a listen.
yeah.
Yeah.
I hope yeah.
Because this is right. Yeah. No, I agree.
You know what I mean.
Good summary. I'm totally content with
So
that.
yeah, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for.
No. I really I am truly thoroughly content and satisfied with your analysis of the
Okay,
EP.
well, I'm very glad to hear that.
Are you content with mine?
Yeah, I mean, I know how you feel about it
Yeah,
already,
it's-
so yeah.
Fair. Yeah. Good point.
And with that, I decided to bring this up last minute because he just released the last one out of this 6-song series. We're going to talk a little bit about Gabriel Gundacker's unofficial Wii Sports soundtrack.
Is it Croquette 2.0? Is that the one he just released?
No, he just released Windsurfing.
Oh, Windsurfing. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, so,
31 plays.
yeah. Do you want to listen to some of it?
Please, yes.
So let's turn our mics off. We're gonna give this thing a shot.
Poker again?
Yeah, let's do a little bit of poker. We're gonna listen to. Which one do you want to hear? Do you listen to all of them, or
Let's listen to all of them. It's only 13 minutes. Do you want to?
Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, let's do it.
You think we say okay?
I think we can.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll give some bonus content for the people who listen on YouTube. All right, here is Gabriel Gundacker's
Well, we can-
unofficial what?
We can only play like one or two if you want. It is kind of long. I'm cool with whatever.
We'll see. We'll see where we go.
We'll see where we go.
All right, here is the soundtrack for Unofficial Wii Sports by Gabriel Gundacker.
You can do the rest of those if you want it. Truly though, no, like really, I think initially, when you went into it, I was like, okay, this is like earlier than a couple others. Like, I was like, okay, I'm like, but I was like, we do have 2 records to talk about, like, and then, I mean, when you start talking about it, I was like, okay, yeah, I mean, I get it.
Yeah, I was worried you were like expecting me to like love the hell out of it.
Oh, no. I mean, I admittedly, like, I think I just picked it because it seemed like, just something that would be interesting to
It is
discuss.
kind of a
It's a
interesting choice.
it's a unique think piece. It definitely doesn't align with like you talk about Blonde. That's like that that long of a record, that virtuosic. But I'm completely content.
Okay.
Had a good time. I think he'll like hearing it too.
Yeah, that's what
I
I
might send it to him. Yeah.
No, definitely.
He's gotten like. That was partially, I think, another reason why I picked it was
Because you wanted to talk. You wanted to give him something.
Yeah, he's
like.
Some people I think have like really shit on his music on Reddit, which is like that shit is never fun.
Cool.
But it's like, I mean, it's not really like, you know, it just needs more time to sort of develop.
Yeah,
like
and also like Reddit is not a good idea.
That's true. That's another good point.
I wouldn't post my music on Reddit.
But it's like definitely, I mean, you know, it's he has elements there, but it's just not totally sticking together.
Yeah,
I like it. That. What do you want to play?
This just looped, so we can go to the next one.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Now these are just so good. These genuinely sound like
they do.
They could be
in the game.
Like he nailed the like Nintendo style of soundtrack.
I don't know how he did it.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I mean,
the cool thing is when he posts them on Twitter, it's just a video of him in front of the project.
Yeah,
and it's in a Logic.
Oh,
and it's all MIDI, so you could like see what he did.
Exactly how he.
Yeah, it's pretty.
That's
cool.
pretty cool.
A lot of accordions, a lot of glockenspiel and like
crazy bass lines.
Yeah,
unbelievable fucking bass lines.
I love that synth sound.
Yeah.
Okay, hit me.
Oh yeah. 7. I'm gonna
hit me again.
Jam. 5.
Where did I can't count. Okay, hit me again.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's just a game.
Even if you've got a 2 under there, that leaves you with 17, which is like still kind of up there.
Yeah, just do it. You'll be okay. Yeah, okay, I busted. But I mean, this was a 2.
Okay, I was about to say.
So that's.
Yeah, I mean, it must have. Or like a 1. Yeah, something small. I had 19, I think. Yeah. We can play. You want to play War? Have you played that?
If I have, it's a long, long time ago.
That one is super duper easy.
Okay.
Literally, all there is to War is my card a higher value than yours. And if it is, then I get the pair. If the cards are the same, then we do a battle where you set aside 3 cards face down and then 1 card face up, and whichever one of those wins gets the whole like mess of cards.
All 8 of them.
Yep.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And then you just repeat ad nauseum if the cards are the same. So
all right.
We just split the deck. So I'm gonna kind of go. I guess I'll just deal them out.
Oh, it's so sick.
It's very good.
This is the newest one that you just did.
This is the windsurfing?
Yeah.
This one is still... Oh.
Whoopsies!
Easy.
Fuck. Stop. Sorry. Too quick. I think there's a lot of things we could discuss about this.
Yeah.
Like, do you think this accurately captures like the environment like does this
evoke windsurfing?
Does this evoke like outside on the ocean to you?
See, I think,
or could it be anything?
Then I think you're asking a question to the composers of the music in Nintendo video games, as opposed to Gabriel Gundacker, who merely like regurgitated such music for his SoundCloud account in his own hands.
Well, like what I think it is like he's listened to all the Wii Sports tracks,
yeah,
and been like, I'm going to emulate this style, but for sports that aren't included. So like if I were doing this for windsurfing, I'd be like, okay.
Oh yeah, wait, hold on, shit, you're right. Yeah, sorry, I totally thought this was just like him doing covers of like.
No, this is he made
these original songs. Right, got it.
Yeah. No, these aren't covers.
Got it.
So do you think he accurately conveyed like kind of a summary
I'd say so. Yeah. Uh-huh.
It's got kind of a soft like wave sound effect.
Yeah.
I think that's nice.
You kind of hear it.
I love that. Yeah, anyway.
Is he in 7? Oh, he is.
Oh, he changed. Oh, that's cool. He was in 4 for a little while.
Oh, it's in like a couple measures of 7 and then a measure of 2, I think.
Oh, that's so cool. He's like genuinely talented.
He is very talented. All right, ready?
Yeah.
So you keep him face down. You don't get to
Oh,
look
I'm
away.
sorry.
No, you're good. No worries.
You're all shuffled.
You just draw them randomly.
Alright.
Okay, here we go.
So,
Just hit it. All right, so you get those 2.
yay.
That's how that works. Here we go. Ready? Boom. Those are mine.
A is not a 1 in this case. It's bigger.
It's bigger.
It's the biggest one, I guess.
It's the biggest one. And actually, I think when you play them down, you can put them off to the side. You don't have to immediately put them in, and then like eventually, when you're done with your current hand, you can pick them back up.
Oh, okay.
You can do what you're doing too.
No, that
It's just
sounds like
a
easier.
little bit easier. So then we do 3 face down and then 1 face up, and that one wins. Here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Boom. Oh,
So you won that one. So
those are mine.
and these.
Yeah. And those 2. Yeah. Okay.
See, there's one of these where he uses a pretty prominent like sleigh bells, but it's not for winter. Well, is it for curling? Let me check. Yeah, so it is for curling.
yeah,
So it's a
fair.
winter sport.
That's still, yeah.
Makes
I mean,
sense.
it sounds like curling.
Yeah, I can imagine little me's going.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I'm thinking of bobsledding. Yeah, I can see this is curling too.
Now this one, volleyball, is my favorite one.
I actually think I might have heard this one. Yeah. +2. Yeah. +3.
Yeah.
And I can see it. It's like you and your friends on a practice court. It's not
Yeah,
like a game.
it's like in a park.
It's like it's like in a park. Yeah.
Nice little.
Nice little park environment. Park sound. That was great.
It's just so like relaxing.
I
to me.
love it. He's so talented.
I want to write an album that's just like this,
Yeah.
but like it's actual like songs and not like game loops.
Yeah. It's like it just evokes feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my thing is, would anyone listen to that and like take it seriously?
That's a good question. It's
Yeah.
just because he has so much notoriety, yeah, which is
Yeah.
I think why people
Okay, let's
must
go.
hear it and holy shit.
Oh,
What the fuck?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Holy
and you
shit.
won again.
Wow. What the fuck, dude? I promise it. Let's plan this. Okay, here we go. Ready?
Oh.
Let's go to you.
Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you.
Oh, thank
to
you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you
very much.
Here's Croquet 2.0.
Croquet 2.0.
Alright. Alright. Fuck.
Alright. I can also see this as being a song
For what?
for croquet.
Yeah.
I forgot how good these were. I was listening to them earlier, like kind of in passing, and those are yours.
No, you had the 6.
Oh, did I put? Okay, I thought you put them 6. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was getting confused too. So.
My bad. Ooh. Oh, to you.
Hell yeah.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
Of course.
Like I had
You.
skill. Like there's
No,
skill involved.
It's, you're just playing. Okay, it's
Well done.
Thank you. Oh.
Alright. I think you won.
I think I did too. Then we go through these as well. We just kind of keep going. I mean, if you
It's
want
just an
to,
endless thing.
It's just an endless thing. Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, we can go. We can keep going until we're done with this one.
Good point. It's true. We are because I figure we have the rest of this and then one more song.
Yeah.
Yeah, that great little bossa nova.
He just has like, it's not just this like the instrument choice, it's like the melodies.
Are also.
There's like a theme running through all 5 of these of the
Yeah.
like you can hear it in all 5 of them.
And all of them. It's just so...
I know.
It's so well done. God, I don't know how I didn't catch this when I was listening to it earlier.
I think a good promo for this episode, or for us talking about it, would be like, you know how he starts the Twitter videos where he's like, people ask me all the time, Gabe, if We Croquet was in Wii Sports, what would the soundtrack sound like?
Yeah.
And so I made it.
That's why I made it. Yeah.
So we would be like, people all the time ask us, what would it be like if you talked about Gabriel Gundacker's unofficial Wii Sports soundtrack?
Yeah.
So we
did it.
We recorded that.
Yeah. That's funny. He's so funny, man.
I know, like I said, my favorite Viner
He's a really good Viner.
was.
That's true. Rest in peace. Damn. You're the one to know that.
Yes.
It's true. Between the two of us, you are the one who's made the Vine compilation. And a good one at that. Fine, bitch.
I got the upper hand everywhere. I'm the
true.
professional gamer. I'm the professional Vine curator.
Bitch, I'm Bartquart. That's it. We're done.
And that's it.
That's it.
Oh, and now we're playing something else.
It's true. Pocket Monster Cute.
Well, I don't know what that was, but that was...
Pocket Monster Cute.
Yeah,
what it's called,
and
looks
before
like.
that was the
Unofficial
unofficial Wii Sports soundtrack by Gabriel Gundacker.
Gabriel Gundacker. Hey, Gabe, it's your dad. Just calling it. What is that Vine? I don't even remember what he says.
It's where he had
Dad
a
voicemail.
Well, there was two. There was one where he was playing the voicemail through the aux cord.
Yeah.
And then the guy in the back was like, play that new shit. And he was like, okay. He played the newest voicemail. And the other one was a Christmas Vine where he had a Santa hat on.
flip. Yeah.
Yeah. He was like, hey, Gabe, it's Dad. Just want to congratulate you on your hat flip.
Like, great hat flip. Very funny.
So basically, this is a collection on SoundCloud of 5.5, let's say, because one of them is just a re-update of
That's
another
true.
of soundtracks to like potential Wii Sports that aren't included in the original Wii Sports package. So what are the like actual sports that are on Wii Sports? There's like baseball, bowling, tennis.
I'm gonna Google it. Wii Sports.
There's like a
Sports.
there's one water sport, I think. Water polo.
So they've got boxing, bowling,
boxing.
golf, tennis,
Golf.
and baseball. And then,
Wasn't there an expansion?
yeah,
For the
Wii Sports Resort,
Yes, resort.
which has sorry. Thank
You're
you.
recording your forehead.
That's true. Swordplay, wakeboarding, frisbee, archery, basketball, table tennis, golf, bowling, power cruising, canoeing, cycling, and air sports, which include parachuting and piloting. A couple of those have returned from Wii Sports.
It's a pretty diverse
stacked
kind of array.
Stacked
And
lineup.
yet, you don't see snorkeling or curling or windsurfing or volleyball or croquet.
Or croquet.
Actually, there might be volleyball.
Croquet 2.0.
Did you read volleyball?
There may be.
No, because there's tennis, so
Yeah, no volleyball.
I don't think they would do volleyball again. Anyway, so Gabriel Gundacker saw fit to imagine if these sports were included, what would the soundtrack sound like?
Yeah.
So he decided to compose some.
Crafted them. Yeah.
And by golly, what a job!
Soundtracks.
Yeah, what a job!
What a job.
From the videos he posts on Twitter, they're all made in Logic Pro X,
Yeah.
using pretty much all MIDI instrumentation.
Yeah.
Which I think is just
It's astonishing.
it's kind of what I did with the Signatones.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Matthew Duvall's
Similar premise.
Signatones.
But
Very good.
yeah, like I said, it just kind of makes me want to try making something like it. It's just such a fun.
It is.
What would you call this genre?
Like happy-go-lucky core. Or just like
Because it kind of goes back and forth.
advertisement core, I guess. I
Yeah.
don't know. Like I could, as you put it while we were listening to this, he absolutely like captures the Nintendo style,
Yeah.
which is like, you know, like
Of all the Wii's.
Yeah,
Not
it's-
just Wii Sports. I feel like a
That's
lot of
true.
Wii-centric, like even that
Products.
the Mi channel theme.
yeah, it has something similar.
It's kind of similar.
It's the idea that, and I think that's the binding agent, is the me as a character. The me has a universe in which music like this
Yeah.
fits, and the me has a universe in which, you know, it has like small little balls for hands, and it just casually plays these fun games with its friends as like a day job. I don't know, like
It's a day job.
and the world is like always sunny all throughout the year.
Yeah,
Every
there's no
single
day or
sport.
night, no weather changes.
Yeah, it doesn't have to worry about any of that. So it's like, I think a kind of music that's appropriate for a group of people who live in a world like that is music like this.
Yeah.
Music that, music that just has like a perpetually positive overtone to it.
Mm-hmm.
But all the while, it accurately evokes emotions and feelings and ideas of that particular sport,
Oh, yeah.
of that particular, conquest.
What would you say is your favorite one that we listened to?
Physical conquest. My favorite one was probably the curling, just because it's the only one out of all of them that doesn't have anything to do with summer weather.
Yeah, it's the only winter sport that he chose.
And it's like, I think he, as we were discussing while listening to it, and I don't know how I didn't catch this earlier when I listened to it, because I listened all the way through, I just sort of let it play, but the sleigh bells in the curling track are like such an integral component.
Yeah, it makes it wintry.
Oh yeah, without it, I mean, and I think that represents his touch, overall, when approaching a project like this, is the notion that, like, he understands that, you have to, like, that's the way Nintendo score, like, composers would consider the curling music. But
it's like...
Anyways, I ramble. Go ahead,
okay.
please.
It's like jazz fusion, except there's no, like, change in mood.
Yeah.
It's, like, consistently the same mood, and it's very cleanly produced.
True. Yeah.
Like, because there's soloing and all that kind of stuff, but it's always, like, in a major key.
Yeah.
And can you kind of see the connection?
Yeah.
It's kind of like jazz fusion.
It is. It's like you could hear it in a bad nightclub. Like, I could absolutely I could see someone putting out a record like this and calling it jazz fusion. That's a fair point.
Yeah.
It's a very calm form of jazz fusion, but like it still is jazz fusion.
Yeah.
I see that.
I think this is particularly entertaining to us as musicians.
I agree.
I think it would be more I think it's more like entertaining to people who make music rather than people who just casually listen.
I agree.
Because, like I said, all this made me want to do is kind of play around with MIDI and Logic and like work on producing
craft.
Yeah.
It's an unbelievable skill to make something like this that's so detail focused, so like so expertly crafted, so like so conscious of all the details required to like to make music in this context. He has it all. Yeah, he's got it all.
Do you look up a real one of the sports soundtracks and see if it sounds like
see how it compares.
Yeah, because I don't remember any of how those sound. I couldn't remember if do they have catchy melodies or is it just more about the vibe like these are.
So this is the
do you like the...
I'm going to do the tennis one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
This is the tennis position select music. I'd even go as far as to say that he overdid some of it. I think Nintendo doesn't necessarily embellish it to the degree that he does.
Yeah, this is just kind of...
It's just one.
It's pretty basic. A
groove.
Drum beat and a piano.
Yeah. There's literally but it's not to say that what he did is not like...
No, I feel like what he did, like there are a few that sound more like that. Yeah, this is way...
These are the results from tennis matches.
This makes way more... That's fits the aesthetic perfectly.
I agree.
Yeah, see, there's different melodies coming in from different instruments. There's just something like in any other context, I would steer very clear of this cleanly produced
crap.
Yeah, but it's but for me, it's just fun. It's just so cute.
There's something that's a little there's something that's kind of revealing about him and his personality from such a creation.
Mm-hmm.
Only a psychopath could do something like this. And that man is a very fitting choice for a psychopath.
A lot of his vines dealt in...
psychopathic actions and tendencies.
Well, yeah, but what I was going to say is...
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Kind of unhealthy obsession with, like, brands.
Yeah.
Like, he made a lot of fake commercials.
Yeah.
And...
Advil, it's a paintbrush.
Yeah. Or, like, the Best Buy one.
Yeah.
Like, they always are
That was really
revolved
good.
around, like, a
Oopsie-daisy.
brand or something.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, there was that one that was, like, a waterfall, and it was, like, Serenity.
Yes.
And then all the brand logos popped up.
Right. Do you remember the social injustice?
Birthday cake Oreo.
Very good.
Social injustice. Birthday cake Oreo.
Yeah, I mean, when you live in a late capitalist environment, it's honestly,
yeah, he's in the dead of Chicago.
It's difficult, it's impossible to avoid such tendencies.
Yeah.
Of consumption and materialistic energy. Like, you cannot get away from them in everything you do, and every portion of air you breathe, and every meal you eat, and every sleep you have. It's like, they're always there. And so this is, these are representative of such a,
He had one that was like...
He's brand conscious.
Anything can happen, as long as you believe that anything that already did happen, happened. And that's Coca-Cola.
That's Coca-Cola.
Like, what is that? That doesn't make... That's completely incoherent.
Yeah. But it's in the same valence as, welcome to Best Buy. This is my home. Oopsie daisy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
gotta say,
do we want to like cap the show here but keep it going for bonus content for YouTube listeners?
I don't know, what do you think?
That's up to you.
I think the bonus content was our card game.
That's true, the bonus content was our card game. Yeah. That's true. They're going to get our card games. I forgot about that.
Yeah. How did you think about that?
Didn't even think about that. Yeah. Well, I hope you
How embarrassing.
Have you I was recently diving into this. Have you ever heard of TV Carnage? You know what that is?
No, what is that?
You'd probably dig this. The same guy that made Mostly for Millennials, Derek Beckles, and Eric Andre. Have you seen Mostly for Millennials?
I haven't heard of that either.
It's a new Adult Swim show. It's very good.
Oh, okay.
This guy, Derek Beckles, he made a couple other shows on Adult Swim, but he made one that was like a long-term project. It wasn't an Adult Swim thing, but it was called TV Carnage, and he compiled old television shows and movies and commercials from the 90s and made like little skits out of them. And it's it's amazing. It's so
Is it kind
good.
of like everythingisterrible.com?
Yeah, except it's just like purely like the most garbage content from like the last 30 years.
And he would does he like cut it up and rearrange it?
He made this great jazzercise one that's it's just so good. But
that sounds like something I'd be very into.
I was thinking about it today. I said Matthew would love this, and I said I want to bring it up on our radio show.
Thank you.
Here we are. Of course.
I'm gonna look it up right after.
Please, no.
When I get home.
Did
you hear? Recently announced Adult Swim is gonna compile all Tim and Eric content, all previous, like all episodes of Awesome Job. Tom Goes to the Mayor and Steve Brule, and they're gonna put them on Adult Swim to stream.
Really?
Yeah, under the umbrella of channel5.com.
Oh, nice. That's good.
Yeah.
They truly, I would be hard pressed to say that Tim and Eric is not Adult Swim's most lucrative endeavor.
Yeah.
Like, Eric Andre show comes close, and sure, Space
but
Ghost
even
Coast to
even
Coast.
Eric Andre for me kind of lives in the shadow of Tim and Eric because it's kind of the same style.
Yeah, Tim and Eric were the first to do it in that particular way, and they'll always be remembered for such comedy. But
Space Ghost as well.
Yeah,
but that came before.
That's true. That was the first show I think they ever put on.
Yeah, still very just like
good, but right.
Very.
Tim and Eric was only
just
Tim and
excellent,
Eric
excellent content.
Could do that the way they did that. Yeah, yeah,
mm-hmm.
Stuff.
And on that note, do you want to be done?
Sure. What do you want to talk about? What we're going to review next week?
Yes. Okay. So, yes, next week, viewer chosen album, and by viewer I mean she's never heard this, but she wants me to talk about it anyway. My lovely significant other Ellie has requested that we review "Wildlife" by La Dispute.
La Dispute,
released in 2011. So we're kind of keeping in the modern, kind of keeping in the now. So we're going to review a post-hardcore album.
Putting our foot in the 2000s, in the water of the 2000s. Yeah. Screamo album.
Well, it's the 2010s.
That's true. 2010s. Yeah.
Same, I guess. It's similar.
Similar. Yeah.
Kind of excited, but also kind of scared.
It's true. We'll know for sure next week.
Yeah. On the Martini Police. And there's the outro. That's all
Thank
the
you.
outros.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Here you go.
You're listening to Radio UTD.
Streaming live from UTD.